everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. It's been a while. It's been about 6 months, maybe a little bit more. We took some time off to regroup and rethink. We want to do political action, but I realized this is my political action. And so we're doing political action in a less direct way than I was trying before. And I need a little time off. It was a busy semester. So anyway, we're back on 30 Days Until Done. We're refocusing a little bit. What I'm doing for this next 2 months, probably next 2 months, is we're going to be here in Sequoia National Monument. And Sequoia National Monument is right next to Sequoia National Park. If you think, what you think of as being Sequoia and Kings Canyon is actually a patchwork of different types of parks. Sequoia National Monument is up for review, and the review might lead us to log this area or turn it into a resort for rich people, or both. The last time this monument was logged, we lost giant sequoia groves. Not just giant sequoias, but the entire groves. The damage might be terrible. I'm not going to talk about that very much, just enjoy the beautiful forest that might be gone. We're going to be talking about other things than that, though. We're going to be writing our poetry in relation, as I am at places like this. There are actually a number of parks up for review, monuments up for review right now that might be destroyed, and we're gonna be going to several of them in the months that come. Anyway, this is Sequoia National Park. We're going to do 30 Days to Done. If you've never done 30 Days Until Done, what we do is we do a poetry prompt every day for a month, and they're all unified. So at the end of the month you have a collection, and so it's a 30 days until you're done with the collection. We're kind of working on the principle of mindfulness right now. So for the next couple of months at least. And mindfulness is appreciating very simply, appreciating the moment, so that you're not always concentrating on your fears, your worries, all these things that don't make a lot of difference anyway. They just make you miserable. So, I mean, that's a huge simplification of the whole concept, but we're focusing on poems that do that thing. So, if you get a poem that can be published, you think it's fantastic, that's great. If you don't, that's great too, right? The point is the process. If you would like to publish, you need help, that sort of thing, contact me. I'm happy to help you with that. I do that for my students all the time, and we can work on that. This month we're going to be working on just being in nature, and what is that thing? It's kind of it's the same prompt I did maybe 4 years ago, when the first time I did 30 Days Until Done. Maybe it was 3 years ago, I can't remember. It was a long time ago, and we did it up in this area again, and we're going to kind of revisit what we were doing that time. You're going to notice some changes to the website as well. The website is going to not just be 30 Days Until Done. I'm going to start moving it slowly because next year Ann and I want to do the long walk, all the way from the top of California to the bottom, teaching poetry, mindfulness, and art all the way down in different places. And people can join us for parts of the walk. People can join us for just lectures and week-long events we'll be doing in different places. And I hope you can join us too. It's going to be fantastic. Watch the website. You'll see more stuff start to appear. Okay, so 30 Days Until Done. Let's focus on that. Today what we're going to do is we're going to work on your memories of the forest. What are your deep associative memories of this of nature? What I want you to do is to think about the first time you can remember being alone outside, and you're going to write that poem. Now, I didn't say the first time that you went outside by yourself, because you probably can't remember that, right? The first time that you remember, just your flash memory. So for me, the first thing that comes to mind is what was it? I did Alta Peaks Trail a couple years ago, just 2 years ago. I was 44 years old, and I went up to Alta Peaks, all the way up to Alta Peak, and I looked out over the fires, and I could see my entire childhood burning, basically, because I spent most of my summers here, and it was dramatic, and I had the dual emotion of this is horrible and this is important, it should be done, it must be done, right? I had all that training from my childhood plus that thing as well. So for me it was 44. For you it could be when you were 3 or when you were 20 or when you were, it doesn't matter. It's just what's the first thing that comes to mind. There's a reason that comes up. The first time I can remember being outside by myself, there's a reason you remember that time. Something important happened, right? Okay, once you've got it, put it down below or email me, and I'll see you tomorrow on 30 Days Until Done.